Wonder if I can make this gluten-free. Okay, let's get right into this. Let's start off with, as my favorite, gluten-free flour, oat flour. Love this stuff. Very versatile. We're going to use it. I'm going to add in, first, got to have a little bit of flavor, salt, a couple pinches, chia seeds. Now, I ground these up. How did I grind them up? Coffee grinder. Like I said, I've got one that I set aside just for spices. So I've got 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, ground up. I want these to be a little bit lighter, not so dense like a corn tortilla. Oh, by the way, you could also use corn tortillas as gluten-free tortillas. So I'm going to throw a little baking powder in here. This is a teaspoon. And much like the pancakes I made, it's going to need a little bit, something to help it to hold it together, to replace the gluten. So I've got xanthan gum. This is 1 tablespoon. I'm going to mix this up. There. Make sure all those ingredients are well combined. So this is going to form about 8 7-inch tortillas. All right. So, time to divide. Cut it in half. Cut each half in half. And cut each quarter into half. That's about right. This one's a little small, so I'm going to take some from the one of these bigger ones, and I'm going to roll them into a ball. So you should have 8 balls. Now to form these out. I picked up a little toy the other day. It is a tortilla press. So I'm going to move these off to the side here. It's a 2-hinged unit. One, a handle, top plate, bottom plate stays steady. 2 pieces of parchment. One goes down on the bottom. Put a dough ball in, a little bit off center. Then put another one down, kind of smash it down a little bit with your hand. Put one plate down. Press it down. Now what I found with these, especially with stiffer doughs, you're going to kind of want to turn it a little bit. Turn it. Smash it again. And then again. And one more turn. Now we're ready to cook. So I've got this big saute pan. I put it on my induction burner. Now normally, I'm gonna be doing it on my griddle back there. And I can get two going at the same time. But I'm gonna, for the sake of filming, I'm gonna do it on this. So I'm gonna get the temperature up. 450 degrees. Let that get warm, and then I'm gonna get the last piece of equipment I need, other than spatula, my Ireland tea towel. Doesn't have to be Ireland. I couldn't find my New Zealand tea towel, so I'm gonna use the Ireland today. We're just gonna wait for that to get hot. This induction cooker is gonna get hot real fast. Peel it off the parchment, put it down, peel the parchment off that, and let it cook. While that's going on, I'm gonna press out the next one. Again, turning it 90 degrees each time and pressing it out a little bit thinner each time. Now, one thing that's going on here, I know you really can't see it very well, is this is starting to puff up. I'm starting to get little blisters on the top while it's cooking. That's exactly what you want. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a move. Also feeling the tortilla to make sure that it's, poofing up nicely. Okay, that one's gone about a minute on the first side. Let's flip it over. Good, I'm starting to get little brown spots on there. That's exactly what you want. Now give the second side another minute or so. You want the other side to start getting those little brown spots also. And I'll show that to you in just a sec. Good, this is starting to get brown. Take a look at the little brown spots on that. That's exactly what you want. Give that side just a few more seconds. Good. Pull it off, get the next one going. Tuck that under the tea towel, because you want it to continue to steam and cook the rest of the way. While that's going on, we'll get the next one going. Okay, I'm going to finish these up, and I'll be back in a minute. If your dough gets a little too stiff, you can add a little more water to it, just knead it in there. Now, if you're going to use a rolling pin, I like to smash it down as much as I can and form that circle. Then start rolling it out. It may crack, that's okay. But the key is to get this as thin as you can. Now, it does have some ragged edges, but if you want to, you can trim them off. Doesn't matter to me. But if you want that perfectly round tortilla, go ahead and do that. And now the cooking. Sometimes I find that the rolling pin will get things a little bit thinner than the press, but the press will give you that perfect round. You can start to see the bubbles forming. The edges are getting a little brown. This is what we want. This is what we're looking for. It's about ready to flip. Let's check that side. Good. We're starting to get the brown spots right there. Exactly what we're looking for. Now, the most important part about this is these have to sit just for a few minutes. Let the steam go. It'll soften up the crusty edges that we're actually making here. You know, much like the when I made the pitas. You had to go into the tea towel. That way it softens the crust. Check the other side. Other side could use a little bit longer. But until then, it's almost ready to go. Okay, here we have our oat flour, gluten-free quesadillas. What can you make with it? How about a quesadilla? A little bit of pico de gallo, side of lime. There you have it. So we have a gluten-free quesadilla made with oat flour. Of course, you could do corn, but you know, some people don't do corn. Now you have an option. So go ahead. The tortilla press I have down on the bottom in the description. My recipe's down there in the description. Go ahead and check out all that stuff. And while you're down there, hit the like, subscribe. Just smash all those buttons down there, except for the dislike. Don't forget the notification too. I'll see you next time. Oh, while you're at it, check out these guys. I'll see you next time.